I want to get outside, I want to start planting, I want to start growing, I want to start seeing color. So this whole 2 hours is filled with things that when you arrive, you'll plant them and you'll start dreaming of those summer gardens to come. Here are foxtail lilies, the Majestic Foxtail Lilies, and today's the first day you're getting these on Easy Pay. This is a 4-piece collection. They are M56610, those long spikes of color that you're going to have in the garden, and they really sort of bud from the bottom up, don't they, Derek?
Yes, these are awesome because what flowers do you know that grow 3 to 6 feet tall straight up on stems that are strong like rebar? You never have to stake them. Composed of hundreds of flowers, they attract butterflies, hummingbirds, bees. That's why these are awesome. They bloom for a good long time, 3 to 4 months, starting in the very beginning of summertime. But these are very hard to come by. I mean, the typical garden center, you're not going to find foxtail lilies because the tradition is you only found these planted in gardens of the royalty, in gardens of castles, and manicured pay for pleasure gardens like Longwood Gardens, which is just down the road from us at the studio. Because these come from exotic locales in the desert. They're also named desert candle for that reason. But you can see these tall spires of flowers, they shoot up right out of the garden, taller than anything else. And with this strapping foliage that's practically, you know, spring all the way to your first frost, you're gonna have an awesome look with ease of care the entire year.
Do they need full sun?
They like full to part sun. The more sun, the better, because these flowers, they really do respond to that extra bit of light.
Yes.
But the thing about these are, you can put these in a pot or in the ground. I like to do mass plantings with these personally, interplant them, because that's the look that I have seen them in Europe before.
Yes.
When you have just this big patch of very tall, beautiful flowers. It's extremely attractive, but these are easy to grow. They are naturally desert dwellers, so they can handle the drought. They can handle neglect. They also handle cold down to -20 below zero, so they're going to come back every year for you.
Can we show everybody what they look like? Because again, this isn't something that's coming in necessarily a container. They kind of look like gnarly.
Like tarantulas.
Little, these kind of like, what are these things? But amazing that inside there are these beautiful stems of flowers.
Yeah, so these roots, fresh from Holland, these are hard for us to get. The thing is, you don't see these at the big box stores or your local garden stores.
I've never seen these.
Because they're not in production. I mean, nobody's growing these practically worldwide. We have a very limited supply. When we go to Holland, we have to get them all or we don't get any. That's how our growers work. But, you know, it's so easy to grow these. You get them home. You're going to cover these with 4 to 5 inches of soil, either in the ground or in a pot. They do great either way. Give them a water in. And this year, they'll be in bloom for you, and every year after.
Am I getting one each of these 4 colors?
Yes,
or
one
so
each of
I'll get an
colors.
orange, I'll get a pink, I'll get a yellow, I'll get a white.
Maybe we can see them in the garden in these lovely lifestyle images that we have. Because here's the thing, these became popular in Europe in the 1800s. They were very hard to get. I mean, this was like people on the Silk Road finding these and bringing them back to Europe. But these plants in themselves are very easy to grow. Hard to find, easy to grow. That's totally the moniker for the foxtail. You can see these flowers, they're up to 6 feet tall on stems that withstand heavy rain, heavy wind. They just sway gently back and forth like giants in the garden.
Nice.
It's very attractive.
So needless to say, they need to either be in the back of your border, if you're doing kind of a bordered, you know, traditional look, right?
Definitely.
Or just know if you're going to kind of scatter them and plant them randomly, that they are going to be the tallest thing in the center. Gosh, in a cool garden bed, they could be really great, a whole cluster of them right in the center, right?
In the center,
and then have all of the rest of your plant graduate down in size or taper down in size from that center point all the way down. That could be amazing. I'd love to see these in those gorgeous faux bois planters we just had with Martha Stewart. Wouldn't those be incredible?
It would be a very nice
gorgeous
look. Especially, you know, these colors are special because in the world of foxtail, generally you're going to find only orange. The fact that we have pink, yellow, and white, which is the most rare foxtail in the world.
Love it.
They're hard to come by, but you can see, you're not spending an arm and a leg on these exotic yet easy to grow perennials.
Can I use these down in coastal areas, Derek?
You can,
Yeah, will these be okay?
They don't need the
I was going to
freeze.
say, because they have, because of the wind down there, sometimes things like hydrangeas don't always hold up that well, but I want some showy flowers. These might be great because they have that nice sturdy stem, and as you said, they don't need a winter.
They don't need a winter,
Yes.
and the stems, I mean, they are as thick as rebar and as strong. And what I mean by that is they don't give way to wind and rain.
Love that.
These start blooming in May and go all the way through July.
Nice.
Every year, so it's a good long season. You can see the white. I mean, anywhere you have that planted, and these spread and naturalize over time.
Okay.
So you're gonna plant these once and enjoy the beauty, and they're gonna just expand and grow for you year after year. But all of these, it's such an iconic, classic look. I personally traveled through Europe quite a bit, and I would see in front of particular castles in France, as well as England, the foxtail lilies being planted. I don't see them in front of Joe Schmo's garden in his lawn,
right?
Because they're very hard for us to come by. This is one of the rare items that I'm actually genuinely like, wow, I'm surprised we were able to get any of these.
Well, you're getting easy pay today, and here's the other thing. It's the beginning of April. We don't keep garden shows coming all the way through like June and July. April is usually our last month of the season of live plant sales.
Yep.
So now is when you want to be making sure that you're getting yours. Don't wait 3 shows from now hoping to see these. They may be gone. So with Easy Pay today, take advantage of that. M56610, stay on the line. Derek will see you in just a little bit. Thank you. And don't forget, here's the information for the Roberta's Flower Magic Liquid Plant Food. $19 and change for that. Now don't forget,